October 15th, 2024. Genuine, still looking for you to ride that pony. He is 54 years old today. Hey, today's Emeril Lagasse's birthday.
Bam, 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 bam.
He learned how to make pastries when he started working at Carrero's Barcelos Bakery, Bedford Street, Fall River, at just 10 years old, and recently visited the South Coast this past summer for research for his new restaurant in New Jersey. The Diamond graduate turns 65 today. On this date, the book Charlotte's Web was released 72 years ago.
He's some pig, and if I have anything to do with it, he's gonna live to a ripe old age.
UB40 had the number one song in America 36 years ago today with Red, Red Wine. Larry David's Curb Your Enthusiasm premiered on this date 24 years ago. And Legoland opened 13 years ago in Winter Haven, Florida. It was the second of their theme parks. Fun morning show. Going to be a partly cloudy day today. Some peaks of sunshine throughout the day and highs up near 60. It is 42 now.
Bringing you a taste of Hollywood right here to the South Coast. And we are here for it. We're spilling the tea with the Entertainment Update, presented by Kia of Dartmouth on the South Coast #1 hit music station.
So a lot of people heading back to work and school after yesterday's holiday, Columbus Day, or Indigenous Peoples Day. And so it was the holiday weekend, Indigenous Peoples Holiday Weekend, and Tony Romo picked the worst weekend to fumble the name of the Washington football team. They have been known as the Commanders for the past few years after having the moniker of the Redskins for 87 years. So sometimes those habits are hard to break. But anyway, Romo on the CBS broadcast said this.
Igbenogany was in on the coverage.
And the Redskins are lucky. Go ahead and run that. You're going to see the edge. And right there, Lamar stands, and he's almost playing. Right, Jim's like, all right, I'm going to wait for you to get close to me, and then I'll make you miss. And fortunate for Washington to be able to plaster that one on the outside. Commanders are doing all right here, though, Jim.
He thought of it at the end. And Jim Nantz was just like staying away from it. Didn't want to say anything about it. But poor Tony Romo.
I heard rumor, though. I get just rumor, that they wanted to change it back to the Redskins in honor of the family.
There is a movement for that, but that's...
The family's looking to do this. So the logo of that chief that's on the jerseys, the family of that ancestry is looking to get
There is
back,
some of that.
right?
There is some of that. As a matter of fact,
I
there's a lawsuit around that right now.
Oh, geez.
I think it's a long shot to happen. But by the way, speaking of announcers, Tom Brady, saw him call the Cowboys game the other day. He has improved a lot.
Okay, so it was just jitters. First time jitters.
Yeah, he improved a lot since week one. He did a really, really good job.
All right, so... Did he exceed your expectations? Or
Yeah, actually, he kind of did.
All right, good.
He kind of did. So the guy still is infallible. Taylor and Travis Kelce spending the holiday weekend in New York City, and they wrapped it up last night at the American League Championship Series at Yankee Stadium. Yankees beat the Guardians to take a 1-0 lead in the series, and of course, they were mucking it up in the, private box. She's serving him up beers, like holding the cup up to his mouth. Like, they're totally in love, those
He's got a good life, that Travis.
And speaking of Taylor, her friends, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, who often will hang out with Taylor at the Chiefs games, they are rumored to be in the mix to host the Oscars. The plan, we hear, would be to include them as part of a rotation of stars. Each star is, they might go out alone or they might be paired up with one another to host a portion of the show, to kind of shake things up at the Oscars. And some names like Will Ferrell, Amy Poehler, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson have also been thrown around to be in the mix with, the rotation of those stars.
That's huge. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, they got a good chemistry going on. They're going to be able to make people laugh. They're going to be able to bring out the emotion. And then you got comic relief, like you said, from Will Ferrell and everybody else coming out there, Amy Poehler. This I might actually watch for once.
I could also see something like Steve Martin and Martin Short coming out as a pair. They've been doing a lot lately together. They've been touring the country together. They've got the new credit card commercial out together. I can almost see those two coming out to, maybe make the older demo a little bit happy.
Yeah.
Entertainment Update is brought to you by Kia of Dartmouth. Get the best deal on your new Kia with Kia of Dartmouth's exclusive 10% discount on select Kia.
Oh, man. Blow.
That usually doesn't happen like that. But the song is big. The movie's just like,
I'm still going to watch it. You got it. It's like if there's a part 2 of something and you enjoyed part 1, even if you know it's going to be crud, you got to watch it. No?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I'm just disappointed.
It's the fun morning show. Going to see some sun and clouds today and highs up right around 60. It's 42 now. And a lot of news on the New Bedford restaurant front.
Yes.
Over the weekend. So we talked about this late last week, but Carmine's, this past weekend was the final weekend. They're closing it up, and they're going to be doing some renovations and then reopening it up under new ownership.
Yeah.
So if you were a fan of Carmine's over the past several years, hopefully you got over there to, over the weekend to enjoy a nice meal because they're done.
Well, I'll tell you what. I am 0 for 3, and they say, some things, whether it's good or bad, come in threes. So when it comes to my wife and I, once we are stuck in a place, we go to it. That we're loyal. So first there was Airport Grill, where I met my wife. We go there for date nights on Fridays. We loved it.
You got engaged there?
Got engaged there. Okay. They're gone. Bummer. Mimi's Kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
That was our Sunday tradition.
Yeah.
We'd go there, felt like home, as if your Mimi was cooking. And now Carmine's was our fancy pants night. That's where, if we're looking for an excuse to get dressed up and we want to head out for a little bit, get some nice Italian food. And actually, I'll be honest, because the food's good there, but we love the pizza. We love the pizza so much, we had it as our wedding cake.
That's right. I remember that.
So, it was very bittersweet for us. But I just feel like, are we the problem? Are we the bad luck every time we go to these restaurants? No one's going to let us into their doors anymore.
You are the kiss of death.
Oh, man. So, yes, it was a great, I was able to get that out there Saturday with some great friends and got to have some dinner with the previous owner, and now it's moved on to Served Well Hospitality. They own Cisco, Black Whale, you name it. And
they're going to have that new, the new one at the end of Union Street, the National Club.
Correct. Yep.
I think it's going to be the new Mexican. So think about this. Steve Silverstein is the guy who owns these.
Oh, yeah.
And so now he has got the best seafood restaurant in New Bedford with Black Whale. He's got the best waterfront dining restaurant with Cisco.
Yep.
He's going to have the best Mexican restaurant in New Bedford with National Club. That's going to be first class. And now he's got the best Italian restaurant in New Bedford. So he's piecing them all together.
He's really good at Monopoly. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And I will say that they are going to keep the Italian vibe over at Carmine's. You'll still get Italian food. Same Chef Joe Mello. He ain't going anywhere. He's going to be working there for a while. And they really want to just kind of, here's the bad news, they're getting rid of the pizza. They're getting rid of the pizza at Carmine's. That's what I'm saying, like the kiss of death. That's what we are.
I've got the scoop on the new name.
I do too. We can't say it though.
I'm going to say it.
Right,
I wasn't told not to say it.
Go ahead. Yeah, actually, what does it matter? Go for it.
So it is called Candela Cucina.
Yeah.
And that is translated Candle Kitchen.
Yeah.
So, or Kitchen Candle. And Candle, of course, called to Candleworks.
Yes. But they will keep it the Italian kind of like vibe to it.
It's going to be Italian, yes.
I don't know. There's, I'm sad at the same time, but happy it's still going to be Italian food. What does it matter? We're going to go out no matter what.
And then the news breaking last night after this bad news about Carmine's, if you're a fan of Carmine's, it's bad news. Rustico, man, poison.
Oh, man.
So you're thinking, don't worry, I can go get Italian food over at Rustico. Nope. They are closed up now.
Damn. It's been, now Rustico's been up and down, correct? I think, did they have new ownership at one point?
They did. So the people from Pub 65 bought Rustico.
They bought it.
I'd say about 2 years ago.
It's tough. Rustico, in my opinion, is a destination restaurant, if you really think about it. Same with Turks. But because they're right across the street from each other. Unless you're heading out that way or you live in that area, would you find yourself going to Rustico? Maybe if you lived in Fall River. or Westport.
Probably not.
Dartmouth.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's sad. I liked their pizza too.
They
Yeah,
had really good pizza.
You were a fan of their pizza.
Yeah, they were my favorite pizza in town.
Well,
so anyway, tough
sorry
weekend.
for the bad
to be,
news, everybody.
Tough weekend to be an Italian restaurant. Fun 107. Fun 107, the Fun Morning Show, and you've been waiting for this for weeks. It is time to give away the grand prize for Take Me to Taylor. Now, somebody's going to be able to fly down to New Orleans. We're going to put you up in a fancy pants hotel. We're going to take care of your airfare. We're going to give you $500 spending money. And, of course, tickets to the totally sold-out Eras Tour as Taylor wraps up that epic Eras Tour. And let's see. We have got her on the line. Tiffany Hamilton. It's Michael Rock. How are you?
Great.
I've got some pretty good news for you this morning.
Oh my gosh, for real?
Yes, for real. You're going to go see Taylor Swift in New Orleans.
Oh my gosh. No, you're joking.
We are not joking. Taylor Swift, totally sold out show as she wraps up the Eras Tour in New Orleans. You're going to be there, Taylor Hamilton. Who are you going to bring?
And my daughter, she's 10.
Oh, that is awesome. Really great mommy-daughter bonding time. What's her name?
Her name is Holly. This is like her absolute dream. I can't believe it.
Holly, what do you think about this?
I'm so excited.
So Holly and Tiffany Hamilton, how does this feel this morning?
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Hold on the line. We're going to get all your information. We're going to put you in touch with our Fun 107 travel agents, and we're going to book that airline and book the hotel, and you and Holly are going to be on your way down to New Orleans.
Okay, this is amazing. I cannot believe it.
And if you think that is good, coming up before the end of the show, we're going to surprise somebody with $30,000 cash. Quite a show today. Lots going on. It's the Fun Morning Show on Fun 107. Fun 107, it's the Fun Morning Show. We had a good time hanging out at the Chowder Fest the other day. The weather was great. The crowd was fun. The chowder was delicious.
Yeah. I was dying to talk about this yesterday, but we didn't have the official results yet. So I think it's safe now. We can kind of dwell on it a little bit. But let me tell you something. That sun was pretty darn warm that day. Not in a bad way. It was beautiful temperature. But when you mix sunshine, hot, warm weather, hot chowder, and an IPA beer, I was out for the rest of the day. Let me tell you, I napped so hard. Did you and Maddie nap too, right? Did we all nap after this?
Yeah.
What a great time, though.
So we've got this is according to the three of us, our picks for the best chowder.
And let it be known, blind picks.
Yeah.
We
didn't
idea.
know what we were eating. Number 3 was Atlantic Sports. They're in Fall River, right?
Correct. Yep.
Atlantic Sports. Number 2 was Merrill's on the Waterfront. And the number 1 chowder, blind tasted by the morning show here at Fun 107, was none other than the Black Whale.
They win a lot.
And it was kind of a thicker chowder, but very tasty. Loved it. Then we'll go on to Signature Soups. Number 3 was McRae's Seafood. It was kind of like almost like a chowder, honestly. Number 2 was Cove Surf and Turf. And the number 1 signature soup, Tequila Lime.
And I believe that was, I looked into it, it was some kind of bean chili. That's what
it was. A chili?
It was a chili.
Really?
We thought it was like a tortilla soup or something like that.
Yeah.
No, it was a bean chili of sorts. And I love how it comes with a little tortilla chip. Yeah, that's where they get.
The Cove had like a lobster bisque, which was pretty darn good.
Yes.
And then finally, again, according to the three of us, our blind taste testing, the Portuguese soup. And can I just say, the Portuguese soup was outstanding. This was a very hard category. We actually had to bring back another round of it to taste it again because they were all so good. But number 3 Portuguese soup was for Cove Surf and Turf. The runner-up, Tipsy Toboggan.
Now, that was my favorite, hands down. It was a little different play.
Spicy, right?
And I love spicy.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to, kind of. But yeah, it was very good.
And then the number one Portuguese soup, Two Sisters.
Two Sisters Catering.
So there you go. There were the judges' picks for the 2024 Chowder Fest.
I'm trying to think. Did they do? They still do the presentation? Was that part of it?
Best presentation?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know who won that, but Tipsy Toboggan should.
I mean, Carl is just like a machine.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you had Carl Pelletier from the Tipsy Toboggan? If you've ever been there, you understand how gorgeous that place is. And then Paul Chason, interior decorator. Have them in the same room. This is going to be magic.
I know. I think that would be bad.
Do you know? Oh, they'd be clashing.
I think they'd clash.
Oh, no.
Because somebody's going to be like the final say.
Yeah.
And they'd both want the final say. I think that'd be a disaster. I bet they would both agree. Fun 107, it's the Fun Morning Show. It's Tuesday morning. It's time for Tuesday's Child. It's brought to you by Greater New Bedford McDonald's, by First Citizens Federal Credit Union, Kennedy Donovan Center, and Cottage Street Motors. And this week's Tuesday's Child, it's another Jackson. It's been a very popular name over the past few weeks. But this week it's Jackson F. And we have shown the spotlight on Jackson up on the Fun 107 app. And we got a chance to catch up with his counselor. And this is what she had to say about 8-year-old Jackson.
So Jackson loves any activity outside, really. We go to playgrounds all the time. He loves playgrounds, so he really likes swings and slides, and he's an adrenaline junkie, much like any other little boy. He really, really likes music, and to just really be by himself. He does a lot of stuff independently, so even when you're there with him doing the activity, it's more him doing it and you just being present for it.
So if you want to find out more about 8-year-old Jackson and about what type of family they're looking to place Jackson with, you can read more about that up on the Fun 107 app. You can also get a profile on all of the children we have spotlighted with Tuesday's Child over the past several months. Again, it's brought to you by Greater New Bedford McDonald's, by First Citizens Federal Credit Union, Kennedy Donovan Center, and Cottage Street Motors. It is Tuesday's Child on Fun 107. It's the Fun Morning Show. A beautiful day here in the South Coast. A perfect day to show off our region's cranberries, isn't it? Well, Good Morning America thought so too. Good Morning America was live this morning at a farm in Rochester, and we're talking to Amy Hartley Madison, one of the owners of Hartley Farms, who hosted Good Morning America this morning. So how does that happen, Amy? How does your farm become the focus of Good Morning America today?
Good morning. It's a good question. We did enter into a little agritourism this year in our cranberry bogs, and we've been offering tours, and we've been, spreading the word locally and whatnot. And a couple of weeks ago, Channel 7 came down and did a little story. So I'm not sure if that's the link, but yesterday around 11 a.m., my dad got a call from Good Morning America. And this morning at 5:15 a.m., they were on site.
Wow. And how long have they been there?
They are just rolling out right now. I'm just on the bogs right now.
Because there's a picture of your dad. Is that your dad out there? It's hard to tell. Is that your dad or your husband?
That's actually Trevor Alt from Good Morning America out on the bog.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's in the waders out there.
He's in the waders on the bog, yeah.
Was it about the cost of a Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, it seemed like I was listening to his little speech, and it seemed like he was talking about how prices are down for fresh berries, and it was related to a Thanksgiving preparation. Yeah, it was pretty exciting to see the whole deal. They had a drone going overhead, and he was doing a couple different pitches for different local stations. It's pretty interesting. What
surprised you most about the setup? Was it more simple than you thought, or was it more elaborate than you thought?
It was pretty elaborate. It was pretty neat to see how they actually were down here since 5:15 a.m. and they were waiting for just the right light, so the sun shining just right on the berries. Pretty cool, and they used a drone to get a lot of footage too.
How did they get their power out there?
They had a car running the entire time, so they were using a car.
So this is already aired live on Good Morning America?
It has, yes. We've already had people reaching out to us, showing us photos from their television.
And you guys are doing tours right up through Thanksgiving?
Yeah, well, we have one more weekend, next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, all day long tours. We're offering tours, and take a ride around the bogs, and then you put waders on and you get in the bog with the berries. It's pretty fun.
Very fun. Well, Amy Hartley Madison, one of the owners at Hartley Farms in Rochester, where Good Morning America was live. Thanks for joining us this morning, Amy.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us, and have a great day.
Hamilton and Holly, have a great time with that amazing once-in-a-lifetime trip.
Fun 107, 30 grand in your hand. Winner alert.
Fun 107, it's the Fun Morning Show, and it is time to give away $30,000 cash. This is something we've been waiting for weeks to do, and who is this?
Hey, it's Emily.
All right, Emily Barnish. Now, listen, if we handed you $30,000 cash this morning, just brainstorm with me here. What would you do with that money?
I would probably pay off debt that I had.
Well, all right, debt's fine, but that's kind of against the 30 grand in your hand rules. You need to use it with something fun. What would be something fun you would spend the $30,000 on?
We want to go to the new park that they're building at Universal. It's going to open next year.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of Universal Studios.
Yeah, it's got like Mario. It's got like they're going to have Harry Potter in there.
Well, you know what I think you should do, Emily Barnish from Rochester? I think you should take the whole family down to Orlando, and we pay for it. You win $30,000 cash.
Did I hear what?
$30,000 for Emily Barnish of Rochester. Let that sink in, baby.
Oh, I was wondering why I got a phone call and then I didn't answer. Thank you. I don't even know what to say.
And listen, big thank you to Is Schwartz Appliance in Somerset and Mirasol's Cafe in Dartmouth and now Fairhaven. We couldn't give away this money if it weren't for our local sponsors like this.
I want to thank you guys so much. Honestly, I don't even have words at all. It's like I would have never thought that something like this would ever happen to me.
Well, it did, Emily Barnish of Rochester. Way to go. Have a great week with your 30 grand in your hand.